Hey everybody, it is Nathan and Blake, and we have just finished our second week of team training. And I think it was a really good week. I think that we bonded very well, and we got a lot of really interesting things done. And I would like to just talk about some of the things that happened and show you some clips of the process that we're going through. So we started out mainly by reiterating some of the cues that she already knows and that I already know, just to make sure that we were still working on it and that it was still fresh in our minds. She's really good at listening to cues, and I think that making sure that we focus on positive reinforcement is a very good method of making sure that the dog not only does what you want, but that they also want to do it themselves. We also went over a few new cues that she was taught. This one was called come front and also come back. It allows her to become a physical barrier between myself and a crowd, and it gives me space. It's one of the actions that she's specifically trained for to accommodate my disability. We also went out into public for the first time. All right, I am on my way to the first time I'm going to be taking Blake in public. Blake is right back there. There she is. She has her vest on, and we're going to be at a mall, and we'll see what happens. So far, Blake has been really good about responding to cues, and I feel like we've been pretty good together about understanding what each other's needs are. So I think this is going to go well, but let's see what happens. I think it went very well. We had to make sure that she was able to follow cues even in a public setting where there were distractions around and there were other people, and she did a really good job with that. She was able to keep me pretty calm and collected in public. I think it's definitely something that I can get used to, that we can get used to. I think that she did a really good job of making sure that she was paying attention. I think she was very well behaved in public. And we also, while we were in the mall, we found a place that was actually the site of something important that happened 11 years ago. This is actually the same area that I had my major breakthrough, where I realized that not only does my behavior affect myself, my moods and attitudes affect myself, but it also affected the service dog. I actually, this was part of a video that I made a while back. It was, I believe it was the Service Dog Tales Why We Say Partner video. And this is where that happened. So 11 years ago, I had a meltdown right here, and it was a major breakthrough and turning point in my development as an autistic child. And while we were there, we also practiced with the elevator, and understanding how to get on and off the elevator with a dog is very important because it's a huge safety issue. The elevator door can open on the dog, so it's important to make sure that you're blocking the door. Also, sometimes the dog might be below the sensor, so it's especially important to make sure that the doors don't close on the dog. And if the leash gets caught in the middle of it, that can be really dangerous for the dog. So there's a very important process that we have to follow with regard to elevators. And after that, we went to the food court and we had lunch, and she stayed underneath my table, and she was very well behaved as she did it. Another important thing that we did was we had brunch with her puppy raiser. Right now we are meeting at a restaurant with the rest of the dogs in the team training process. And today we are going to be meeting the person that raised Blake. I do not know who it is, and I'm looking forward to meeting them and exchanging some discussions about Blake. And the interesting thing is, so there's this woman that I've known for a long time who is one of the trainers at Susquehanna Service Dogs, and she called me over and she introduced me to this girl, and she said that that girl was one of Blake's puppy raisers. And so I shook hands and introduced myself. And then the trainer revealed that the girl was actually her daughter, and that the trainer was actually Blake's primary puppy raiser. And this was a very dramatic reveal because this is someone that I had been working with for a very long time, and I had no idea that she was the one that raised Blake. And we had a really nice brunch, and it was really great to hear stories of Blake. As it turns out, she is actually, prior to being matched with me, she has actually worked in elementary schools with children who really love her. It was really great to hear about that, and great to hear about how, even though she's really young, she's already influenced a lot of people's lives. I cannot thank her raiser enough. It was a very emotional moment for all of us, but it was a very good moment, and I really appreciate everything that she's done for us. She's given me a very important gift in Blake, and I cannot say how much that means to me. Overall, Blake and I just had a really great week. We played together, we worked together, and next week is going to be the public access test. And after that, she and I will be officially matched with each other as partners, and we will be able to go out in public by ourselves, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that's today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like, a share, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other stuff, and we will see you next week.